Everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul for you guys. It's a mixture of a bunch of random stuff that I have collected over the last week, and I'm going to show you guys because I care. And you guys want to see me spend money, right? Why not? It's not your money you're spending, but let's get started. So into Ulta, because it is the deals or whatever that's going on, the 21 days of deals, and I really wanted the Stila in the No palette because it's an all matte palette, and I really like all mattes, and it was, I like to, if it's an everyday thing, or I'm not going in plus fancy, I like to rock some matte shadows. And I only used one thing from Stila. I thought it'd be cool. I like the blue. And I don't own a lot of matte shadows. But here, it's kind of dirty. Disappointing. Here's the palette. Do you see that? I'm obsessed with this color right here. I think it's fire. Yeah. I'm so excited to use this, and I'm a huge fan of these like gray liners, charcoal, retractable liners. But yeah, it's just a matte palette, which I think, it's dirty already. Everyone needs a good matte palette because I have a lot of shimmer, and it's nice to switch things up a bit. It's great for transitions, in my opinion. So yeah, and what's cool is, it's not like a book spine. I don't like that. Oh well. It's cool. It's because it comes with a little guide to show you like different eye looks, how you can do like easy and then take it into night, and yeah, just cool idea. I like little handy little dandy things like that. I'm still a little upset about the spine kind of, but I think it was like that when I bought it. I don't know. But yeah, so Stila in the No. And then if you spent $20, you got a free, it's a 10 leave-in conditioner, which I just picked up, I've been using one that was a dupe from the drugstore, and I really like the stuff, so it was kind of cool because I think this looks bigger than the small one. I haven't had it for a while. I think it's the one with Miracle Plus Keratin. Yeah. So it's cool, right? It's always nice to have that, especially during travel. And I didn't get these at Ulta. I got them at CVS. I picked up 3 of the new Maybelline color tattoos because I'm addicted to cream shadows. I got Nude Compliment, Caramel Cool, and Sleek and Spice. I like to get one crazy color from each collection, and the Caramel Cool is this awesome, like, orangish rust color, and I have never really seen anything like it, or I passed up on it when they had something like it in the real collection or something. But I got 2 neutrals, which one's like barely branded and the other one's like Tapestry Taupe but better, and that's Nude Compliment. I like taupes because I have blue eyes. I like to play with taupes, and this is just a pretty taupey shade that's going to look great. Focus on this, not my face. So yeah, and the other one's Sleek and Spice. It's like barely branded, I guess, but more on the cooler tone. But yeah, I do like me some color tattoos because I'm crazy. Moving on then. I dropped it. We're good. We are good. Anything else in there? No. I got some books. I showed you guys earlier this week that I had a pile of unread books. I filmed that a week ago and posted it Monday, and the pile is almost gone. There's 2 books left in the pile, and I was like, you know what? These are books that I've been putting off, and then I decided to talk to a good friend, and she's like, you must read this book. It's amazing. Go out, buy it, because you're going to love it. I know you. I'm like, great. So I went to Barnes & Noble, and I went a little crazy. And I also looked at the books they should have made into movie section in some review area. Hello, I like that section because it gives you ideas of books that people are like, this was so good they should have made into a movie. And a lot of them don't have less than 4 stars. So you can read the reviews. It's just an awesome kind of thing. Starting with a repeat though, this is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, one of my favorite series of all times, but they recovered the books. Like, seriously, how awesome is that? I think it looks better. I also, the first book I have from this is the movie copy. I was not a fan of the movie. It was okay. Grover was hilarious. But I picked this up because I wanted one at least. And they're also so good. And I was like, I hate the cover of my first one. Let's get the first book. So I bought a repeat. I know it seems silly, but it's just a really, really cool cover. But yeah, so that's one I picked up. I've already read it. So yeah. The next one I picked up is Frostbite, which has a receipt sticking out of it. I will move away. It is the second book to the Vampire series. I got this at Target actually. I loved the first book. My aunt and cousin and I were talking about it, and it is definitely, I'm not a huge vampire person. Okay, I am a vampire person, but it depends on the circumstances. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was my first introduction to vampires, and that's how my brain has worked. Twilight was not my favorite vampire series. I have issues. The first book, again, I may have said this already, that series kind of, it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know if it's because I really don't know, because people my age and everyone was like, I love Twilight when it was huge, but like, I didn't get it. I read it before it was cool. I still don't get it. But anyway, this series is really good for vampires, and I've read more vampire books than I really wanted to because people were like, you need to read this, but this I picked up on my own. This is really good. Hey, look, a cat. The next book I picked up was The Looking Glass Wars. I am totally obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. I have always loved it since I saw the Disney movie when I was like 4. Is that too young? I don't know. I think it came out before I was born. I would have to look up the date, but I was obsessed with that movie, and as I got older, I stole my dad's copy from school and read the actual story because he was in college at the time, and I was like, I really want to read this. And yes, I was like under the age of 10 when I read it. So I've been obsessed with this whole realm for a long time. I even love the comic books. If you didn't see, I haven't read, I have books or comic books from the Wonderland that I did read. Moving on. And this is a story of the girl Alice, but it's in a different concept. It is her, it's Wonderland's real. She jumps through to get away from her aunt, and she ends up in Victorian London, and she runs into Lewis Carroll, who writes her story in a different way. So it is that's just a snippet of how I think it's going to be. I'm looking at the pictures and they're kind of awesome. Like this. How awesome is that stuff? I'm excited to read this. This is first on my list to read, FYI, because it's an obsession and it's a series, which is going to drive me crazy. You know. So the last book I picked up is Unwind. This is a controversial book to me. It talks about pro-life and pro-choice in a whole new way, and it, one of my, like, little, I'm going to, cat, no, darn, sorry about that. It was used in my old high school when, like, my little sister was reading it, and she's like, you have to read it. And I was like, why? And she's like, it's very controversial because what happens is, I'm trying to find a way to describe it that isn't so weird, I guess. Okay, so it's pro-life, pro-choice. And you have the option to keep a child till they're 15. And if that child is a bad kid or has caused trouble in the community, you can send them over to the state and have them unwind. This means the child is, I guess, kind of put down like an animal. I'm assuming. I haven't read the book. That's just the gist I get from it. And their organs and everything go to people on transplant lists, and it's just this huge, it's a controversial book. It's really going to bring up questions, and it's always not for everyone to read kind of these things. I like these kind of books. Like, I liked The Hunger Games because it was the political statement, the government controls everything. What about a rebellion kind of deal? I like Divergent for that. And I hope to enjoy this, even though it sounds really creepy in a way. So yeah, go get it if you like that kind of stuff, right? It is a series. Let's see. Tales from Master Story. Oh, never mind. But this is a series. It's 4 books. This is the first one. It's Unwind, and the third one just came out, and I don't know when the second one's coming out. I'm a little behind, but I highly recommend, if you're like me and you like this kind of stuff, to go out, pick it up. I mean, everyone I know has liked it, and they talk about it. I'm just kind of left out. So this is going to be interesting. So to end on not such a creepy note about people being used, whatever, I picked up a movie, and if you're around yesterday or you've been obsessed with Frozen, let's just get to it. Frozen is my new favorite Disney movie. It's scary how much Anna's like me. Like, we're watching it last night because, come on, I'm gonna end up, I couldn't like blurt out the top of my lungs the songs because my husband was around, but I plan to do that this afternoon while he's at work in a creepy way. Not really. Let's be real. Who went and saw the sing-along version? Because you could scream, you could sing at the top of your lungs. Hello. But anyway, he clearly made it last night that he's like, you know, it's like Disney followed you around and documented your awkwardness, which I thought was hilarious because I wake up like Anna does. It's down to a T. But anyway, thoroughly enjoyed this movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to. Like, this is like a huge deal, and it has every right to be. And yeah, there is not much I can say about this movie other than I truly love it. But that is all I've got. I have some reading to do, obviously, some makeup to play with, and a movie to watch the crap out of. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.